Hey pilots, welcome to another exciting episode of War Robots Domination, a series of helpful gameplay tutorials designed to help highlight the tactics and strategies that I use to help tip the scales in my favorite game, War Robots. Each episode will feature a handful of battles along with helpful commentary that'll provide insight as to what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'm your host, Gotchure Beacons, and I've been playing this awesome game for a few years now, and I've learned a few tricks along the way that I'd love to share with y'all. You'll notice that although my hangar is fairly basic and at lower levels, I've been able to climb it up to Expert League. So I believe that you'll find my tactics will help you do more with less, which can be very helpful with today's economy in the game. I should also mention that this is my second account, so don't let my career profile stats fool you. This is actually my baby account, but it sends a great message to pilots who feel they need to chase the current meta in order to be competitive in battle, because you don't. Wise gameplay can usually overcome any fancy gimmick. A death button is a great example. It can still melt just about any build, and its heritage stems all the way back to nearly the beginning of the game. It's all about knowing when to use it and how to use it. So, without further ado, I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episodes while I walk you through my gameplay tactics and share with you my mindset in battle. I hope you find it entertaining, helpful, and fun to watch. I think you will. Let's start by introducing my hangar, the boys that make all the noise, the new recruits and the old guards. Let's not forget about them. They're all part of the show. Let's start with the new recruits here. We're going to have Stinger. He is my Exodus Pinata Strider. And then we got Flash. He is my Gust Halo Pursuer. And then we got Raptor. He is my Flux Falcon. And then we got Jumpstart. He is my Scourge Pulsar Calamity Inquisitor. And then we got Freezer Burn. He is my Shredder Ember Mercury. The bots are all at level 6. The weapons are anywhere from level 8 to level 9. And then we got the old guard. We got Frick, my Death Button Raven. And then we got his twin brother Frack. He's my Russian Death Button Raven. And then we got the General, my beautiful Trident Fury. And then we got Reaper, my Avenger Bulwark. And then we got everyone's favorite Buzzkill, my Spark Scorch Mender. The bots are all at level 6, and these weapons are all at level 9. I'm currently an Expert 1, heading towards Master 3. I'm calling this battle, Never Give Up. You're definitely going to see why. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their awesome song, Theta. So, I'm running the new recruits. This is Stinger. He is an Exodus Pinata Strider. I'm taking him to the center bridge to get the center beacon, and I got snuffed out instantly because I was outgunned and overmatched. So I'm taking in Flash. He is my Halo Gust Pursuer. I see 3 guys down there, so I'm going to be a little more cautious this time around. And see, I'm trying to time my battles and I got 3 mates with me, but I still, you don't know who's out there. They're not exposed. And this was a poorly timed pounce because he's out the same as me, but he might have higher level weaponry. Remember, I've got level 6 bots, so I gotta be a lot more mindful. So now I'm taking out this guy. Now this is not the General. The General is part of the old guard. This is his brother though. I'm calling him Major Pain. He definitely is. He is the Zeus Fury, very much like the General used to be. And I'm trying him out instead of Raptor, my Flux Falcon, because he's really a great build. And he was so good that I just decided to put him in instead of Raptor, because I wasn't really, every time I used Raptor, he wasn't doing much. And I think the Major Pain has a much better output. So I'm using him in this new recruit hangar. So from here, as you know, on Castle, I can do a lot of damage, even against good pilots, because I know exactly where to stand. Now, they can get me with some good splash weapons, and when they do lay it down, it's going to hurt. But until then, I've got a fairly well-protected spot right here. It's a Fury sweet spot, and I can take advantage of what I can do. Now, we have been suffering on this battle. We're down 3 beacons to 2. We've been that way for most of the battle. And it's very easy, especially when you die really quickly with your first 2 bots, to just throw in the towel. Throw up your hands, say, well, it's not going to happen this time around. But I'm calling this battle Never Give Up, because you never give up. I'm down to 2 weapons, and I'm not going to give up. They're going to have to take me out. I am not giving Major Payne up right now. He is going to go ahead and continue to fight with only 2. Because I'm low on bots, I'm starting to mech out. I don't want to mech out. We still got half the battle to go. Now, we had liberated the bridge. Now they're coming back to liberate it. Now Major Payne got taken out. So now I'm taking out Freezer Burn. Freezer Burn is my Ember, Pulsar, Mercury. Now, they're about similar in range. I think the Pulsars have a little bit longer range. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to launch maybe an offensive on this upper area. Maybe go out and take these guys out. Doing this does a couple things. It does require a couple of the Reds to come up here, maybe allowing my mates to have a power play down below on the bridge. And that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to get people up here. By doing that, allows us to take that bridge and keep it. I'm also trying to see if I can maybe even take out this guy who's basically blocking anyone from covering. It's a Raijin who's pretty formidable. I take this jump, and I didn't quite hit it, but I kind of did, and I landed in such a way where I could actually have a good shot on that Raijin. This is a very lucky jump. They can't quite hit me. So I'm going to see what kind of damage I can do with this Ember. My lower weaponry is just hitting the wall, but I am doing some damage. And yeah, a splash weapon is all it took to take me out, and it will finally take out Freezer Burn. So now I'm in my last bot, but in all that time, we have been slowly chipping away because we did not give up. This is Jumpstart. He is a Scourge, Calamity, Shredder, Inquisitor. I'm still really working on my gameplay with him. I haven't done all that stellar with Jumpstart yet. I know there's potential here, so I'm sticking him around, but I really definitely need some stuff. But as you can see, my team has now done a 4 beacon or 5 beacon capture on these guys. So we never gave up. We never threw in the towel. I had a rocky start, but my team kept going. So as long as I stuck with them and helped them out and did some support, they did a great job. So we have great pilots on both sides. I have actually climbed up into Masters now, barely in there, but enough to where I'm going to start facing much higher level opponents, some champions and some high level Masters. So it's going to be very tough with my level 6 spots, but I'm going to keep it going and see how far we do. So that was a great battle. Hey, if you see your name, thanks for the game. That was a whole lot of fun. Peace out, guys. I'm calling this battle Running the Numbers, and I'll explain why here in a second. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their awesome song, Woodish. So, this is Carrier. I'm running the old guard hangar right now. Now, normally I open up Carrier with the General, my beautiful Trident Fury. I'm trying something new here with Frick. He is my my Death Button Raven. That double jump, if you notice, put him right on the our far spawn beacon. So that double jump is amazing on a Raven. And by the way, I'm calling this battle Running the Numbers. And you know, I do so much things automatically as I play this game. I've been doing this for several years now. So you do some things almost automatically without even thinking about what you're doing. One of the things I am always doing is I'm running the numbers. I am always checking ranges on opponents. And everyone has their ideas on how things ought to be built, how to build a bot. For me, and this is my opinion now, and this is what works best for me. For me, I want every single weapon on my build to have the exact same range. There are good hybrid weapons, good hybrid builds out there. A hybrid is where you might have some kinetic and some energy, or some plasma and some kinetic, where you have a combination of different artillery styles. And that's fine. It can work, especially with the lockdown weapons that you can get these days. But, and this is a big but, you should always have your ranges on your weaponry match the same. So then you can run these numbers. That way you know that they're all either 300 meter range or 350 meter range or 500 meter range. You know what the range of your weaponry is, because the idea behind being able to launch an attack is to do it from a distance, do it from right inside the range of your weapons. Like this is a by the way, this is Frick, or this is Frack. my Russian death button. It's CRV pins and Tulumbas, 500 meters. You all know that one, right? If you don't, keep studying, guys. But this is all part of knowing your range. So you're staying right outside of, you're right to the edge of that, right around 450 to 500. Sometimes they step forward or backward, but you want to be just inside range. And then also be aware that if there's splash weapons, for example, that you're taking advantage of that. And if someone's hiding behind a structure, that you can still use your splash and shoot to the side of that one and still get a few chunks out of them. So I'm always, if you'll see, I'm always toggling from one opponent to the next, to the next, to the next, to see who's in range, and I'm checking them several times to see if their direction is getting closer or further away, so I can kind of plan my attack accordingly. I count like this guy there, I'm gonna go get him. Oh, he died before I got to him, but I was also knowing his range was right where I could be. I was going to come with an aerial attack. Boy, I tell you what, some hiders got Frack's number, so I'm gonna hop out of him and no, come on, hop out of him. There you go. I'm going into buzzkill now. He buzzes, then he kills you. Now, we've been doing pretty good on beacon management here. We are ahead on beacon bar, and although they have been getting them back, we seem to be able to liberate them and get them back again. So that's cool. Now, what I'm going to start doing here is running a little bit of a distraction, because we need to get that back, but at the same time, they're going to come back and get it unless I can run a fairly effective distraction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Buzzkill. I'm actually emptying out his weapons right now, so he has a nice full set of weapons. And what I'm going to try to do is launch a threat to their spawn beacon. They're liberating the center. I'm going to let my guys take care of that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put pressure on this beacon here. By doing that, it's going to pull some of them over to me. It's going to take some pressure off the center, and it might help. Yeah, there you go. So now we're going, oh, it didn't quite work. Yeah, now it did. So yeah, there, that's good. So at least it's neutralized, and it's not either one, but that's okay, because with the beacon bar in our direction, and now I'm going to take, this is Reaper. He's my Avenger Bulwark. The magazines on the Avengers last forever. I can swagger right onto the center with the Aegis shield going, and even though they've taken him down, they're just about out. And as soon as my Avengers load up, I'm going to start chipping away at a bunch of them here. I don't even have to use a module. I can just go ahead and weather this storm, take out one, take out another, and drop down in off to the side, and there is a nice green banner. Good job, team! Woohoo! Now, I take ownership of these battles, but I obviously don't do the most amount of damage in here. And if you look at the stats, you'll see that almost every pilot was balanced. From the top tier on down. It was a very, very, very balanced battle. Expert League is awesome these days. If you're an expert, you know what I'm talking about. Now, when you get up into Masters, I think you're going to be facing more champions. But for Expert League, it's a blast out there. So, hey, if you see your name, thanks for the game. That was a whole lot of fun. Peace out, guys. Okay, guys, let's take a good look at this week's Skirmish Hangar. We have an Ansel, and it's a light ember hellburner. I don't know what the name of that weapon is. We have a Storm Hayachi. We have an Ember Magnum hellburner. We have an Orkan Bulgasari, and we have a Thunder Gust hellburner. I'm calling this Explosion Tag, and boy is it ever. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their awesome song, War. So this week's Skirmish is going to be a lot of fun for those who like to just get up close and personal with your opponent, because these lots of them are hellburners, which you basically hit this little button and it starts this little countdown, kind of a time bomb thing, and you're trying to get really close to them, and then your little explosion is going to basically put a big chunk in them. And then obviously you have weapons on there too. Now, I don't play with a hellburner, so I'm not very good at it. Now, this is a Hayachi or Haichi or whatever you want to call it, with storms on it. Now, we all know how to use a Hayachi. It's a dash bot. And the storms are basically a medium-sized shotgun. So, and with the Ansel shield that's built into the Hayachi, you can do pretty good. Now, the thing about Skirmish to always remember is you're going to be matched in with any league level, from bronze all the way up to champion. Also, the mode is going to be random. So it could be team deathmatch, it could be beacon rush, it could be domination. Obviously, I play domination on a regular basis, and that's what I'm kind of good at. When it comes to beacon rush or the other ones, I know how to play them, but I'm not, as much of a tactician on those. Also, you're in with people who may not be all that tactical on it as well. as you saw, our spawn beacon hadn't even been captured. And I'm in here with bots that I don't play with very much, so I'm not going to look all that graceful out here, but this does give you a great first look at this week's skirmish. And the point of my video episodes is to give you some of these tastes of other things. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to show you a lot of how to do it, but you're going to see some of the mechanics here on what to do. Now, I'm getting wiped out regularly here. So these hell burners, you push that thing and you go into this little countdown timer thing. What I'm not very good at is timing my countdown and how close do you have to be and everything else. I know how to do the machinery, but I am down to my last bot. This is an Ansel. It's not an Ember, but it's like a mini Ember. You can see there it throws the flame out. I tried to look it up in the store. You can't buy it. I think you can produce it in the workshop, but I'm in the process of building something right now, so I couldn't go in there and take a look. So anyway, but this is Skirmish. So Skirmish is really important to understand. This doesn't count against your career stats. It doesn't count, you do get silver, but it doesn't hurt you in your standings or your rank if you lose. So don't get too concerned about it. Just go out there and have some fun. We were down a bit, but now we are able to come on back and beat them. Obviously, they're just about mech'd out here. So that was very good. It was a good showing by the rest of my team. I know I didn't help too much here because I don't know how to use these things, but it's a lot of fun, and you're going to see pilots of all different ranks and different performance levels here. So I guess you do get honor points. So I got 7. I came in second, but look at the top guy was a silver 3. There's a silver. There's a bronze, and it looks like we have a lot of low-level pilots in here. I probably should have done a lot better with my experience level, but I don't know how to use these equipment all that much. So anyway, it's a great way of getting out there and trying stuff that you've never played before and having some fun. So, hey, I hope you see your name in lights here. If you see your name, thanks for the game. Peace out. Well, friends, that just about wraps it up for another episode. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you saw and are able to take something you learned and use it in battle. I add content to my YouTube channel almost daily, so please stop by when you're able and check out the fresh new material. Or just click on an old episode and maybe catch another tip that'll help you up your game. If you like what you see, please tap on the red subscription button and then tap the bell to be notified when new episodes are released. It would also be helpful if you could make a comment about the video, whether it's an example of how the episode helped you, or maybe additional advice to help elaborate on the tactics I shared, or even constructive comments that'll help clarify something I might have missed. It's all good and greatly appreciated. Finally, this game is full of challenges and can create frustration for some who are simply trying to have fun with this awesome game. My goal is to provide you all with helpful information and help reduce the frustration and increase the fun. So, if you feel these videos are helping you, please share them with a friend, someone who you think might benefit from them. Well, that's about it for today, guys. As always, keep them blue out there, and I hope to see you on the battlefield. Make sure you're having fun, though, because if you're not, you're doing it wrong. I love you all for your support. Play well. Peace out.